Today we are talking about the difference between a shower chair and a tub transfer bench, and we are on tip number 4. So tip number 4 is stability. We're talking about stability.
Right. So when we're talking about stability, they're both stable, obviously. If they're set up right, they're both going to be stable. But what I do want to point out is if you are using a shower chair in a tub shower combination, you cannot use it. I do not recommend using it as a hand placement or with weight on that shower chair when you're stepping in and out. You really should not use it as a hand placement. It's, if you get too much weight on one side of that, you can tip it up a little bit, tip one side, the set of the legs up off of there a little bit. So stability wise, if you are having trouble with stability, then we always go toward the tub transfer bench.
Stability meaning balance.
Meaning balance, yes, and getting and stepping over the tub. Because now I have had some people, Christina, that will opt for a shower chair and try to sit down on the shower chair while they're standing on outside of the tub. I do not recommend that. I know in certain circumstances, if you have a caregiver, there's everybody's circumstances are different.
Sure.
And if you've got a really small bathroom and that's the only option, on occasion, if you have a caregiver that's assisting, we might have the caregiver stabilize the chair as you back up and sit down and then swing your legs over. But there are instances, if someone is really short, that does not make for a good thing because they can't, in that instance, you can't really get your feet back far enough to be underneath your center of gravity to give you a good base of support when you go to sit down. It works a little bit better for taller people just because their leg length, but it's not my first choice unless all of the right circumstances are there and the caregiver support is there and the safety is there. Otherwise, leaning toward that tub transfer bench.
It feels like with the shower chair, having the shower chair in there, if you even if the slightest bit of balance issues, it would be such a natural thing or an intuitive thing or whatever you want to call it to reach out to that shower chair, and just grab it. I think it just makes sense. And so with the shower chair, you really have to be careful because it is super light.
It's
and
very
if your
light.
instinct is to, even if it's, maybe somebody is not, they're very stable, but they were in that stage of furniture walking. That would be, reaching out to grab that chair,
when you're stepping over it.
When you're stepping over and then bringing that second leg over, I think would be a real...
you really need some, when you're stepping over a shower like that, you need a solid grab bar. If you have any balance issues at all, you need a good solid grab bar for stability.
Gotcha.
Or tub transfer bench.